Hello, my dear friends. I'm Dr. Wasim I Khan, Assistant Professor, Shri Shivaji Law College, Parbhani, Maharashtra, India. So today we will discuss the difference between tort and contract. So in the previous lecture we have discussed the difference between tort and crime. So today we will discuss the difference between tort and contract. We will discuss all the differences between these two terminologies. So let's start the topic. Difference between tort and contract. So as we know very well, in the previous lecture we have discussed what do we mean by tort, what are the essential of tort, and in what manner the plaintiff will be entitled to get compensation. So tort is something different as the contract is there. So there is lots of difference between tort and contract. One by one we will discuss in this particular lecture. So the first difference between tort and contract is that in case of a tort, duty fixed by the law. So in tort, duty always fixed by the laws. So there is no interference of parties in case of fixing of duties in the law of tort. In the law of tort, the duty always fixed by the law. Suppose if I want to enter into the premises of any other person, law fixed the duty of mine that I have to obtain a prior permission from the owner of the premises, and then only I will enter in the premises of that particular person. So this duty is fixed by the law. This duty is not fixed by the parties. So in tort, duty is always fixed by the law. But in contract, duty fixed by the parties. But in case of a contract, duty is always fixed by the parties. So both the parties, that is offerer and offeree, both fix their duties against each other. Suppose if there is a contract between the two parties, then if one party agrees to pay a particular sum to another one and the another party agrees to deliver a goods, so on what date he will deliver the goods, on what date a person will pay the amount against that particular goods is fixed by the parties. So these are the particular duties which is fixed by the parties in case of a contract. So in contract, duty fixed by the parties, but in case of a tort, duty always fixed by the law. Second difference between tort and contract is that in case of a tort, duty towards every person of the society. So in case of a tort, the duty of a person is towards each and every person against the society. Suppose if I want to enter into the premises of any person in the entire society, I have to seek his prior permission. So this duty of mine is towards each and every person of the society. Suppose if I want to enter into your premises, I have to seek your permission. I have to enter some other person's premises, I have to seek a permission from that particular person. From each and every person, I have to seek a permission before entering into his premises. So this is my duty, and this duty is towards each and every person. Suppose if I am a manufacturer of any product, then my duty is towards each and every consumer. So in tort, duty is towards every person of the society. Suppose if I am driving a vehicle, my duty to take care is towards each and every person of the society. So in case of a tort, duty is towards every person of the society, but in case of a contract, duty is towards a specific person. So in case of a contract, duty is towards a specific person. Suppose if I prepared a contract with you, so my duty is towards you only, no third person. So my duty is towards you only. My duty is not towards any other person than you. So in contract, offerer's duty is towards offeree and offeree's duty is towards offerer. So in a contract, duty is towards a specific person. Another difference between tort and contract is that in tort, Tort is committed without consent. Tort is always committed without consent. Suppose if before commission of tort, if the consent is obtained, then there will be a no liability in tort. Suppose if I sustained any kind of loss to you with your consent, then I will not be liable for tort. Suppose if I seek your permission before entering to your house, and if you allow me, then you will not be entitled to file a suit against me, and you will not be entitled to claim a compensation. So tort is always committed without consent. If there is a consent, there will be a no tort. But in case of a contract is always based on the consent of the parties. So free consent is one of the essential of valid contract. If there is no consent, there will be a no contract. So contract is always based on the consent of the parties, free consent of the parties. Suppose if I want to purchase if I want to sell out my car, and if you agree to buy that particular car, this is called a free consent, and the contract is always based on the free consent. Another difference between a tort and contract is that in case of a tort, there is a violation of right in rem. So right in rem is right against a society. Suppose if I am having a right against the society, the tort is a violation of that particular right which is available against the society. Suppose if I am a owner of any premises, I am a owner of house. So any person from the society, if that particular person wants to enter in my premises, he has to obtain my permission. So this is my right towards every person of the society. If you want to enter in my premises, you have to seek a permission. If any person from the society wants to enter in my premises, he has to seek my permission. This is my rights towards every person of the society. That's why tort is a violation of right in rem. So tort is a violation of right in rem. But contract is a violation of right in personam. But contract is treated as a violation of right in personam, violation of right of an individual. Suppose if there is a contract between me and you, and if I have breached the contract, it amounts to a violation of your right, not the violation of right of any other person. So it is the violation of a right of a specific person in case of a contract, but in case of a tort, violation of right in general public. Then next difference is that in case of a tort, there is a concept of unliquidated damages. Suppose if you have entered in my premises without my permission, I can file a suit against you and I can recover damages from you. But that damages will be unliquidated one. Unliquidated damages means a damages which is not a fixed one. So under such a circumstances, in case of a tort, court is having a discretion to fix the amount of compensation, to fix the quantum of compensation. So it is the discretion of court in case of a tort to decide and to grant the amount of compensation. That's why in case of a tort, the damages are unliquidated. But in case of a contract, there is a provision of liquidated damages. So in a contract, the compensation is fixed one. Suppose if there is a contract between me and you, and if I commit a breach, and suppose if in that particular contract there is an involvement of rupees 50,000, then that amount of 50,000 will be fixed one, and court will grant me that particular amount of 50,000. So because in a contract, whatever it may be the amount of contract, that will be fixed one, and the court will grant that amount only. That's why in case of a contract, the compensation will be treated as a liquidated damages. Another point of difference between tort and contract is that tort is a judge-made law. It is not codified law. Tort is uncodified law. It is not passed by the legislature, but it is always depend upon the judgment of a court. That's why tort is supposed to be treated as a judge-made law. But contract is codified one, because the Indian Contract Act is there. It is a codified, it is passed by the legislature. There are a different section by which the concepts are defined, that like free consent is defined in a particular section, proposal is defined in a particular section, acceptance is defined in a particular section. So contract is codified, contract is defined, but the tort is judge-made law. It is not a codified one. Next point of difference is that In case of a tort, person injured may be entitled for such damages which he has not actually suffered. So in case of a tort, even if a person has not suffered a loss, he will be entitled to get a compensation. So in case of an injuria sine damnum, if the person's legal right is violated, though he has suffered no loss, he will be entitled to get a damages. Sometimes I have sustained no loss, but my legal right is violated, so I will be entitled to get compensation in case of a tort. But in case of a contract, the party is entitled only for actual damages. But if the party wants to recover a compensation in case of a contract, he must sustain actual damages. Until and unless there is actual loss to the parties in case of a contract, he will not be entitled to get compensation. So these are the particular point of difference between tort and contract. I hope you understand this topic. If you understand this topic, please subscribe my channel, hit the notification button, hit the like button, and share this video with your friends. Thank you very much.